Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shuklam Varadaram Vishnu Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannapadanam Vyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Sarva Lokanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् अपारकरुणासिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहं परित्यज्य मौनं गठादस्थितिं च व्रजन्दारतस्य प्रदेशात् प्रदेशम् मधुस्यन्ति वाचा जनान् धर्ममार्गे नयन् श्रीजयेन्द्रो गुरुर्वादिचित्ते नमामि शङ्करान् वाक्यविजयेन्द्र सरस्वतीं श्रीगुरुं शिष्टमार्गान्नेतारम् सन्मतिप्रदं सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्। We are nearing the end of Viveka Chudamani teachings. There are a couple of topics, final topics, which we are seeing. And to understand these concepts, we need to first understand the pedagogy of Vedantic teaching. Pedagogy means how a subject is taught, in what way the subjects are taught. That is called as pedagogy. Because the Vedanta does not teach about any subject. Okay. I am going to explain about a Panchapatram. Okay. Explain me about Panchapatram. You can tell many things, or you can take a Panchapatram and show it to people. Okay, this is a Panchapatram. Why we can do that? Because Panchapatram is an object. Panchapatram is an object external to me. I can handle the Panchapatram and you can also see the Panchapatram. Okay, I show you the Panchapatram. Okay, this is Panchapatram. This is Uddharani. This is the function of Uddharani. So we can tell it. Because that is an object. On the other hand, Vedanta does not talk about any object. Vedanta talks about the very subject. Vedanta talks about the very subject, which can never be an object. There are many subjects. Then one subject can be an object for another subject. Currently, we are thinking our body is the subject, right? My body, I cannot see, but somebody else can see. My eyes, I perceive everything through my eyes. I cannot see my eyes, but others can see my eyes. My eyes being the subject, it is not object for myself, but it is an object for some other subject. Okay. The problem with Vedanta is the subject that Vedanta teaches. It is only one subject, Advitiyam. The subject is only one. So it never can be objectified. It can never be objectified. It can only remain ever as a subject, never as an object. So in order to teach the Atma, the ever subject, Vedanta cannot take this practical approach. What is the practical approach? What is the Panchapatram? I show you the Panchapatram and tell this is the Panchapatram. Vedanta cannot take this approach, because subject can never be the object. So the teachings of Vedanta will be in a very peculiar way. There are several ways by which the Vedanta teaches it. First way is upasanam, pranavopasanam. If we take Mandukya Upanishad, it takes pranava, akara, ukara, makara, amatra. Amatra is the time between one chanting of one pranavam and another pranavam, the time gap where there is no sound. So akara, ukara, makara, amatra. And then Upanishad will tell, okay, Jagrat, the Atma who is enjoying the Jagrat Prapancha should be meditated upon Akara. The Atma who is enjoying the Swapna Prapancha should be meditated upon Makara. The Atma who is enjoying the Sushutti Avastha should be meditated upon, Ukara and Sushutti Avastha should be meditated upon Makara. And the Atma who is pervading all these three Atma should be meditated upon in Amatra. Nanta prajnaha, na bahish prajnaha, no bhayata prajnaha, na prajnaha, na prajnana ganaha, na prajnaha. And it goes on and then it ends with Shantam Shivam Advaitam Chaturtham Manyante Sa Atma Sa Vigneyaha. That Atma, it has to be known as your own self. Moksha is not going to another loka. Moksha, according to Advaita Vedanta, according to the Vedanta, moksha is not going to some other loka and staying there for infinite time. We do not accept that type of moksha. Even if that is possible, it is only temporary. That is possible. You can go to Shiva Loka, stay there. You can go to Vishnu Loka, stay there, absolutely no doubt. But the problem is that is not permanent. How do you know? Even our Puranas tell who Sundarar. Sundarar was supposed to be the Chaya of Parameshwara. Dharamurti Nayana is nothing but the Chaya of Parameshwara. He has obtained Sarupya Mukti. But he still came down. You go to Vishnu, Jaya Vijaya, the Dwarapalaka of Mahavishnu. Salokya Sarupya Samipya Mukti. But they came down because of Shimshapa. All the Nitya Suris, even though they are called as Nitya Suris, they all have come down as Alvars and Acharyas. Right? So, the concept of going to a loka and staying there can never be permanent. On the other hand, Veda says moksha is permanent. Nacha punaravartate, nacha punaravartate. This loka, I know, other than this loka, I am born on some other loka. That is not moksha. That is not Jivan Mukta, that is not Videha Mukti, that is not moksha that Upanishad talks about. The moksha that Upanishad talks about can be obtained in this janma. What is the use of moksha after I lose my body? What is the use of such moksha? I have to get moksha, I have to get freedom when I am operating through this body. I have to get freedom when I am present in this body, because this is where suffering is. I do a lot of punya, I go to Svargaloka. Why would I get moksha there? I am enjoying everything. I got lots of upasana and I went to Parameshwara. I went to Shivaloka. I went to Vaikuntha. I went to Brahmaloka. Why should I get moksha from Brahmaloka or Vaikuntha or Shivaloka, Kailasa? Because I am with Paramatma. I am with Parameshwara. I am with Mahavishnu. So I don't need that type of moksha. What I need is moksha when I am suffering. When will you need medicine? You will need medicine when you are ill. You will need medicine when you are ill, not, or you will need medicine before you get ill. You will need medicine before you get ill so that you can prevent the illness. You will need medicine when you are suffering so that you can avoid the suffering. What is the use of medicine after you have died or after you have cleared off all of your disease? There is no use of that medicine, right? So moksha is like that medicine. Moksha is like that medicine. Bheshajam, bhishak, nirvanam, bheshajam, bhishak. Says Vishnu Sahasranam, because it is the medicine for all the samsara sufferings. So when should I need that medicine? When I am suffering. As I am suffering in this janma, in this body, I need moksha. So Upanishad says moksha is nothing but sa atma sa vigneyaha pa. You know that you are atma. That is the biggest medicine. Right now, I am thinking I am this body. And I can be affected by each Tom, Dick, and Harry that is present in this universe. If my morning coffee is not there, I get mood off. If in breakfast, when they make pongal and I bite on some pepper, I will be grumpy all day. If evening tea, there is no sugar, I will be grumpy. Not only I will be grumpy, I will also make sure that people surrounding me, I will make their life miserable as well. And they will start cursing me. I will start cursing them. They will start cursing me. I need moksha there. Right. So I think that I am this poor soul who is trapped in my body, who is limited by the body, who can be disturbed by each and every blessed thing in this universe. Upanishad says, you are not that thing. You are not that thing. You are not that person who has got this insecurity complex, who has to be always dependent upon the world for his happiness. Rather, the Upanishad say, you are the source of happiness. You do not depend this world for happiness. In fact, the entire world depends you even for their existence. The entire world depends on you even for their mere existence. You are that Atma. Tat Tvam Asi. That is the teaching of the Upanishads. Has to be obtained from a guru. The guru has to do the operation of Tattvamasi. How should I realize that teaching? Aham Brahmasmi. I am that Brahman. Who are you? I am that Brahman. Somebody went to Ramana Maharshi and he said, hey Maharshi, I tried doing Vedanta Vichara. I tried doing Vedanta Vichara. It is very hard for me. I started reading Viveka Chudamani. I started reading Tattva Bodha. I started reading Atma Bodha. I started learning Bhagavad Gita. I started learning Upanishads. All those things are super hard. I am only doing the Japam of Aham Brahmasmi. Because Aham Brahmasmi is a great Mahavakya. I am currently doing every day Sahasravarti Japam of Aham Brahmasmi. Why not? So that the Japam itself will give me some jnana. And she said, hey, Aham Brahmasmiங்கிறது அகத்துக்கும் தெரியும் பிரம்மத்துக்கும் தெரியும் உனக்கு தெரியுமான்னு கேட்டேன். Because there is absolutely no difference between Aham and the Brahman. But you are not identifying yourself with Aham. You are identifying yourself with body. How much ever Aham Brahmasmi Japam that you do, as long as you identify yourself with your body, what is the use? Only use, you are not murmuring some cinema songs. You are murmuring some phrase from Veda. You will get a punyam. You will get that punyam that is there. You will not get moksha. Moksha, it has to be an intellectual pursuit. Why? Because bandha is because of avidya. Bandha. Noi nadi, noi udal nadi, adu tanikum vai nadi, vaipachayal Thiruvallur. You first have to identify the problem. You first have to acknowledge the problem. Noi nadi. Then you have to identify the source of the problem. Normally, we only treat the symptoms. We never treat the cause of the problem. Talavalikirada. Take an ibuprofen, eat the ibuprofen, the headache will go away. Now, like Talavalicha, again I will take another ibuprofen. Kaivalikirada, take an ibuprofen. That's what we do. Talavali, kaivali, headache, stomachache, all these are not the cause. They are the symptoms. They are the meters that show that, hey, you have some problem with your body. What should I do? Instead of treating the symptoms, I need to know what causes the headache. We will never do that. We will say, okay, 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, I will keep on taking ibuprofen. One sudden day, I will go to doctor. Doctor say, you have some problem in your head. Right? We should have done that in the first place. Noi nadi, noi mudal nadi. First, I acknowledge that I have some problem called as samsara. Acknowledge that I have a problem called as samsara. What is samsara? Everything is impermanent. That is samsara. I cannot depend upon anything for my permanent security, peace, and happiness. That is samsara. I thought house is security. But last couple of weeks ago, one newly built 3-bedroom, 3-floor house in Puducherry, in Pondicherry. They have built a newly built house, 3-floor house. They didn't even do the Graha Pravesham. But it just fell down. The 3-story building fell down. How can house be security? House does not secure. It does not provide you. It is not permanent source of security. Relatively, it will give you some security. It is not permanent source of security. Money. I earn lots of money without even enjoying any luxuries from the money. I keep all the money in share market. One fine morning, share market fell. There goes my security. Like that, security, peace, and happiness, we think that there are several sources of security, peace, and happiness. Our body, right? We think our body is the source of permanent security, permanent peace, permanent happiness. But Alvar clearly says in his Thiruvaimozhi, Minnin nilayila mannuyir aakkaigal. Even if there is a lightning, lightning, it's only kshanika. Lightning, it only lasts for microseconds, if not for milliseconds. Alvar says, hey, even lightning, you can be absolutely sure it is going to last for microseconds. Same cannot be told for your body. It is true. Right? So our body is not permanent source of happiness. Our money is not permanent source of security. Family is not permanent source of peace. Then what is permanent source of peace and permanent source of security, permanent source of happiness? Now, Tedi Tedi, Yengo Oduginrar, Ullil Tedi Kandu Kollalame. You are the permanent source of security, peace, and happiness. The only problem is that you do not know the fact. The problem with Karna and Mahabharata, he always wanted to be a Kshatriya in order to fight against Arjuna. No, if we see this Vedanta Pustakam, they will give lots of examples. And this Karna example will obviously be there in all Vedantic Prakarana Granthas. What happens to Karna? What is the source of his problem? The source of problem for Karna is he is not a Kshatriya. He wanted to become Kshatriya so that he can fight against Arjuna. But what is the truth now? The truth is he is a Kshatriya. He is a Kundi Putra. He just does not know that fact. Because of that, he has developed lots of inferiority complex and he did what he did. The same way, we do not know that we are the permanent source of security, peace, and happiness. So, all what you have to do is just to know the fact. Sa Atma Sa Vikeyaha. And Upanishad says, apart from this way, there is absolutely no other way. Nanya pantha ayanaya vidyate. Purushottam is very careful. He says, it says this in again. Nanya pantha vidyate yanaya na anyaha pantaha vidyate. Anya pantha na vidyate. Pantha means path. Pantha means path. There is no, absolutely no other path than Atma Jnanam to get to moksha. So, Noi Nadi. Noi Mudal Nadi. So, what is the problem? What is the cause for all the problem? Our ignorance. Our ignorance is the root cause of all the problem. Adu Tanikkum Vai Nadi. How can I solve the problem of ignorance? What is ignorance? Absence of knowledge. So how do you solve the problem of ignorance? You obtain knowledge. Is the cause of problem? Ignorance. What is ignorance? Absence of knowledge. How can ignorance be removed? By having knowledge. So moksha is out and out an intellectual exercise. No amount of meditation or no amount of doing any other thing can give you knowledge. I go into a room. The room is dark. I cannot see anything. I'm stepping on many things. I don't know what they are. I'm getting hit a lot. So what is the problem? The problem is the room is dark. What is the cause of the problem? The cause of the problem is there is no light. What is the solution of the problem? The solution of the problem is to have light. I cannot sit and do meditation and then just expect that I know all the things in the room. I cannot do any karma. I cannot do 10 push-ups. And then see, okay, if I do 10 push-ups, you will get to know what are the things in the room. It will not happen. If the problem is absence of light, then the solution has to be light. Same way, if the problem is absence of knowledge, ignorance, avidya. If the problem is avidya, then the solution has to be vidya. Vidyana another. Solution has to be knowledge. Vedanta is out and out an intellectual pursuit. That is why we pray with the Gayatri mantra. You know, the Gayatri mantra, the Savitri mantra, the Tatsavituhu, the mantra that starts with Tatsavituhu is regarded as the highest mantra. Very, very important mantra for a Sanatana Dharmi. Why not? It does not ask for money. You will not get money when you do Parayanam of Gayatri mantra. It is not asking for house. It is not even asking for moksha. Gayatri mantram, it's not even asking for moksha. Because moksha can never be given by somebody else. Why not? You are already a Mukta Purusha. Just like how Karna wanted to be a Kshatriya, the thing is that he is already a Kshatriya. He does not know that. In the same way, we want to get to moksha, but Atma is already Mukta. Atma is already Advaita. All that is left is for Karna to know that he is a Kshatriya. All that is left for you is to know that you are Atma, and Atma is already a Mukta. So the prayer in Gayatri Mantra is not for any money. It's not for any other things. The prayer in Gayatri Mantra is sharpening one's own mind. Yaha yaha naha prachodayat is the prayer in Gayatri Mantra. Dhiyaha prachodayat. Naha dhiyaha prachodayat. Please sharpen our minds so that we can understand Vedanta. Please sharpen my mind. Why? I can figure out this formula E is equal to mc square and make atom bombs with it. No. Please sharpen my mind so that I can understand Vedanta, so that I can understand that I am already a Mukta Purusha. That is the prayer in Gayatri Mantra. That is why it is regarded as the highest mantra. That is why it is regarded as the most important mantra in all of the Vedic texts. So, Noi Nadi, Noi Mudal Nadi, you find the cause of the problem. Cause of the problem is ignorance. Adutanikum Vainadi. What is the solution for ignorance? The solution for ignorance is Jnanam. Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam. And just that you obtain that Jnana is okay. I go to a guru, the guru has told me Tattvamasi. I have understood that Aham Brahmasmi. But I don't feel any difference. The guru told me Tattvamasi. I am repeating that as Aham Brahmasmi. But I'm still suffering. Why? You only know these words, but we have not internalized the meanings. We know the words. Aham Brahmasmi. Even without knowing Sanskritam, we know the meanings of the three words. Aham, I, Brahma, Brahmam, Asmi, I am Brahmam. Okay, I know the meaning, but have I internalized the meanings? We have not. We still chant Aham Brahmasmi having Deha Bhava. Deha Bhava, that I am the body. We have to lose the Deha Bhava and we have to own up our real self. Aham Brahma. If we do all these things, there is an elephant in the room. Enna Prapancham, Jagat, creation. What should I do with this creation? I don't know. How can I deal with this creation? Because previously I thought that this creation, this Jagat is the source of happiness for me. Later I have understood that no, this creation is the cause of my Maha sorrow. So what should I do with this creation? Is the question. The answer for that we will see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnad Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti